The atmosphere was ripe yesterday for some twists and turns in the sky over top of Newfoundland. We did have a funnel cloud advisory in place and a waterspout watch, and you can see near Gander Lake, the skies put on a show. And now it's time to talk about the skies possibly putting on an even bigger show across the prairies. Your full national forecast, it begins right here. We're going to focus in first on some of the most explosive weather, and then we're also going to talk about the big system that's coming into the west coast and thunderstorm potential across Ontario, Quebec, and even into northern portions of New Brunswick today. First, though, this has already seen a lot of action this weekend, this region. Saskatchewan has been looking at some flooding. We saw some early morning boomers on Sunday. Now going through the day on Sunday, the shift for the largest, most intense weather will be over the Interlake region across the provincial border, Red Lake, Dryden, down towards Kenora, towards the international border. Large hail, strong winds, possibility of some rotation. There's a huge amount of energy through this zone. We're also looking at a ton of humidity, so localized flooding could also be a concern with this. This is a look at the future radar. You can see around 3 p.m. right along that provincial border. That's where things start to really spark up. Places like Winnipeg, you should be staying fairly dry today, maybe a pop-up shower, but the bigger risks certainly up towards the north of you. And some of these storms within the northwest of Ontario will continue to go nocturnal, so into the overnight, into Monday morning. Now, another big story we're going to track is the cooler weather that's coming, the big pattern change across the west. We do have rainfall warnings and special weather statements in place for the central and north coast of BC. We are going to be getting a cooler shot of air Tuesday across Alberta. That's some rainfall for you, maybe even a little bit of snow into higher elevations across the Rockies too. I'll show you that model in a second. This afternoon though, we're 20 degrees in Prince George. Look at Whitehorse, 12. That's some of the cooler air that's coming. Vancouver, you do have a break in the rain mainly for Sunday, another round coming into Monday. And you can see places like Edmonton, you dealt with the rain early morning on Sunday into the clear through the afternoon. And by the way, Winnipeg, those heat warnings are still continuing. As we look at the 7-day forecast for Vancouver, you can see this is a cool start to the week. Only 19 on Monday, 18 on Tuesday. However, once that system passes that cold front into Monday, you do clear out. And I just want to show you that cold front there, bringing the rain across Vancouver Island as we go into Monday morning. Showers for Metro Vancouver and the Sunshine Coast. And as it works its way across Alberta, look at the blues popping up. Signs of the next season coming in, and you can see it in the 7-day forecast for Jasper. It is cool. The overnight lows down to 4 degrees Tuesday overnight into Wednesday. Calgary also feeling a little bit of that chill, 16 degrees on Wednesday. Regina, the long range forecast showing the cool down, showing more of a stable atmosphere, and that system coming into Winnipeg for Tuesday, bringing in some of the showers. Now, as we focus in on Eastern Canada, the heat, the humidity certainly building for you. The final days of August will be on a hot and a sweaty note. We are looking at that thunderstorm potential today. Cold front swings through Quebec City, so those will be some of the bigger storms. And we're also looking at that instability down towards Windsor and the Lake St. Clair region, and that's just because we have a lot of unstable air over top of the Michigan region. So that's sort of influencing the forecast across the border. As we take a look at the 7-day forecast for Ottawa, feels like 35 on Tuesday. So as you're doing all those last week of summer travel plans, maybe you're heading to the nation's capital, sunscreen, keep hydrated, certainly going to feel like summer. Bit of a drop in temperatures, and then it does look like as we go into the long range, we could see another round of some warmer weather. It's a little up for debate in terms of what air mass is going to win out. And if you can stay with us, meteorologist Rhythm Reed is going to join us next to talk about the Labor Day long weekend.